Hi, it's been a long time, but I wanted to pay tribute to Sabu. We lost Sabu over the weekend, and it's sad, isn't it? It's really sad because he was an innovator and he was inspirational and just a fucking maniac in the ring. Like his matches with Too Cold Scorpio, those were the ones that I thought were just absolutely mental. And if they happened today in AEW or something, they'd be like rated really highly and even still crazy now, even by today's standards. But these happened 30 years ago. And obviously the matches of RVD and Sandman. Oh my god, the barbed wire match with Terry Funk. That's correct. That image of like them in the barbed wire at the end of it and like shaking and stuff. That's just implanted in my brain. But Sabu was incredible, and very inspiring. I always found influence from him because it's clear he's a very creative guy and stuck stuck to what he knew, like stuck to his character. It was a long time till he talked, and fuck WWE for making him talk. Like, obviously, apart from the Hall of Fame speech for the Sheik. Yeah. He was just like one of those amazing, like, one of a kind wrestlers. To borrow a phrase from RVD. RVD was obviously very influenced by him and trained by him as well, by him and the Sheik. And would you get a Jeff Hardy or a Darby Allin doing the crazy shit they do without Sabu? I don't know if you would, but, there'd probably be someone else, wouldn't there? Because wrestling's just fucking mad. But I actually got to see Sabu wrestle live one time. It was at Weston-super-Mare in the UK, a little seaside town. And my partner and I were walking outside the venue, and there was Sabu in his trademark leggings with a tracksuit top on, smoking a cigarette and just jittering about outside the arena. Very Sabu, very what you would expect from Sabu. And the match itself, he had a match with a guy called Nathan Bain, who's like a decent brawler, decent Southwest wrestler, brawler. And it was like either a tables match or a hardcore match or something. But yeah, Sabu was just calling spots all through that damn match. And my girlfriend and I noticed it because, we're wrestling fans and that. But everyone else was just in awe of the guy. As was I, fuck. I never thought I'd be able to see Sabu wrestle live. In 2017, no less. But he won with an Arabian facebuster through a table, and it was a hell of a sight. Even regardless of how sloppy the match was, it's this 2017 Sabu here. Yeah, and that was a great memory for me. The thing I regret from that day is we had an opportunity to meet him, it was what, 10, 20 quid for 8x10, and just to quickly meet him and have a photo. That would have been amazing. I don't know why we didn't bother meeting him, but that's a regret from that time. But yeah, Sabu, absolutely legendary wrestler. There's not a lot more I could say. Oh my god, his feud with Taz, that felt fucking big, and that's probably the big selling point for ECW's first pay-per-view, Barely Legal, at the time. I mean, of course, in the UK, very hard to get hold of any ECW. In fact, my first impressions of Sabu was from the wrestling magazines, from the Pro Wrestling Illustrated and Power Slam, which was probably the most non-kayfabe magazine we'd get here. Finn Martin was kind of our version of Dave Meltzer, I guess, but obviously regurgitating everything from there. But yeah, and ECW just looked amazing to me. It's a kid that's just had access to WWF and the odd bit of WCW in the early 90s and stuff. But yeah, finally got round to like watching ECW, like probably around 2000, 2001. And yeah, his matches with RVD, Two Horse Scorpio, as I've already mentioned, just absolutely incredible, absolutely mind blowing. And even the fact, like, if his offense and stuff and his spots like were sloppy, he was being fucking creative. And when they hit, they fucking hit. And also, like that table spot at Survivor Series 95, Bret Hart and Diesel. Bret Hart got the idea from Sabu. You know, he even influenced someone like fucking Bret Hart. It was amazing. His influence was far and wide, and Sabu was a hell of a wrestler, and he'll be missed. And obviously, his last match was a few weeks ago, and that was just a messy situation. Don't know. I don't really know how to express my thoughts on that one. It probably shouldn't have happened, but you know, I expect Sabu really wanted it to happen, whatever state he was in. But yeah, messy situation. I don't really know how to comment on that. But yeah, it's a shame, really. But I guess the one thing is he had that last spot in the limelight somewhat. But you know, we never would have thought this would happen a few weeks later. I mean, I do remember seeing like he had some like, health issues a few years ago. I can't think off the top of my head what those were, but it is a shame that Sabu's gone, and just seeing all the stuff online about how he's influenced the wrestling community and wrestling at large is just good to see. And you know, I hope he's at peace, and rest in peace, Sabu.